So this week, prankster, YouTuber, music artist, it's Arya, decided to use his platform on the internet for good.
Oh, this is how you know that I'm high. If you know, you know.
You'd expect there's a wealth.
Very good, sir.
Spreading awareness about COVID-19 and his distaste for the lockdown and about how the government are taking away our freedom. Now I think he must have listened to that David Icke speech. He hates the lockdown so much and he must think that coronavirus is fake.
Where's Corona at?
Because we haven't protested against lockdown 2 and our freedom the same way that we protested against something so dear to our hearts.
You guys protested a couple months back because of of something very important and dear to you guys.
Black Lives Matter, you can say it, mate. He said we shouldn't put these people in control of our lives and our freedom. I guess he wanted to overthrow the government or something by having this super spreader protest party in London where they were walking around protesting the lockdown, which is law and isn't going to change, as Boris's speech last night said. He mentioned that wearing a mask is against and breaches human rights, and I'm not entirely sure what human right that breaches.
We are not gonna wear a mask over our face. A simple human right. We are human. We don't have to do that. Put your masks down.
I'm sorry. I saw this while editing. The way he says, put your masks down. As if it's like, put the guns down. Ugh. And also by your own logic of freedom and choice, wearing a mask could also be a choice. And if we choose to wear a mask, we're not sheep. We're just choosing to do what we feel comfortable with. But I guess you calling everyone that wears a mask, including myself, a sheep, I take so much offense to it. And actually on that, you know what? I went to Vapiano, I've been to Nando's, and the women and the men wouldn't even let us go further into the restaurant if we didn't put our masks fully over our noses. And my friends have been caught out by that a couple times. I've had to lift my mask from my chin up here. It's not that deep, man. He made claims that masks are bullshit, and I guess it's turned into like this Lord Messiah of anti-masking.
Stop being a sheep. Put the masks down.
He knows things that we just don't about masks. To me, he's moving like one of those Karens or Collins in America that you see the videos of, telling everyone, don't wear your mask, don't be a sheep. This is my God-given right to breathe air. It's limiting my oxygen. Bro, just give it a rest, man. Apparently in the gym, no one wears a mask. Apparently on TFL, no one wears a mask. And I'd assume someone like Arya would spend a lot of his time traveling on the bus and going to work.
Getting onto a bus right now or a train without wearing a mask is not illegal. Get on a bus right now. Go on a bus today, yeah, without a mask and see if the bus driver stops you.
But I guess he's probably getting this insider information from someone somewhere, so he knows the secrets, he knows what's going on. Now I have nothing against him in general or any particular influencer using their platform for good, as long as it's good. Don't spread misinformation because this shit can be dangerous, especially in a pandemic, especially with a virus that could potentially be deadly. And there's people out there that look up to you. There's people out there who value your opinion a lot more than I do. And if you call them a sheep for wearing a mask, they'll refuse to wear a mask. And they'll think that, wearing a mask is some sort of government conspiracy and is the first step into them controlling our lives. What's next? Vaccines? Oh my God! In saying that, I do not want the vaccine because I'm not entirely sure. For me, there just hasn't been enough time for a proper vaccine to be tried and tested to combat this virus. And as I said in the previous video about David Icke, go find your own information from reliable sources, find the facts, do some Google searches, and come up with your own idea. Also, in my opinion, wearing a mask isn't restricting at all. I wear one as soon as I get out of the house, and especially put it up when I'm walking in confined spaces with lots of people, crowded areas, or I'm traveling on the train or the bus. The only time I've ever had an issue with them, I actually tried to work out with a mask on. It didn't work out for me. When you're breathing heavy, it just wasn't great. It doesn't restrict me at all. He finishes off with this inspirational say no.
Say no, stand up for yourselves.
And listen, at this point, it's been almost a year. We know what this virus is. We know what this virus does and can do. If you don't want to wear a mask at this point, I really don't know what to say to you. You're an idiot, you're selfish, and you're putting other people and yourself at risk. There's data that proves, and it's been provided by scientific bodies, that wearing a mask actually reduces the spread, and if not reduces the chance of you dying and contracting the deadlier version. And shit, maybe if we actually wore masks properly, we wouldn't be having this second lockdown. Maybe, think about that, some food for thought. I don't get why this mask versus anti-mask debate is still going on, to be honest with you. Just wear a fucking mask. mask, cover your face. This virus is an airborne virus. If you limit the amount of space that your face is touching, you're going to be less likely to contract this virus that is airborne. And if you really want data, as I said, it literally took me 10 seconds on Google to type it in, find the search, click a link, do a Control F and skim read. But yeah, wear a mask, stay healthy, stay safe, and take care.
Fuck that, we ain't doing that. Fuck that.